KXLY TV, ABC4, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Now, from the largest broadcast news team in the Inland Northwest, this is Total News 4 at 11.
Good evening. Police say a body found on Sunday is very likely the sixth victim of Spokane's serial killer.
Like the others, this woman was shot, her body dumped in a remote area, and she lived a similar lifestyle to the other victims. Task force members have notified relatives, but are being tight-lipped about the victim's identity. When this latest victim was discovered Sunday, the task force was looking for a couple of missing women, 34-year-old Linda Marie Mabin and 41-year-old Sunny Gail Oster. Police believe they know the whereabouts of a third woman, 23-year-old Jessica Ann Fitzgerald.
Well, even though a serial killer is somewhere out there tonight, many Spokane prostitutes are still working the streets. Tonight in a Total News 4 investigation, we learn why some of these women are willing to risk a date with death. Total News 4's Deborah Armstrong is live on East Sprague with their story. Deborah?
Mark, why would anyone risk getting into a car with a possible killer? Well, desperation is one of those answers, and many of these women feel very desperate. Tonight in Total News Undercover Report, we're going to take a look at some of the reasons why they're still in business.
I've been hit in the head with boards. I've been cut with knives. Never anything fatal.
Have you been raped?
Yes.
But even fear of a serial killer won't stop Rhonda from working East Sprague.
I've been doing this since 1980, okay?
She's one of the few who choose to stay. Why do they keep doing what they do?
People to realize that it's almost an addiction to the easy money.
Or an addiction to drugs. Drugs like crack, meth, and heroin. This bag contains 5 grams of black tar heroin. It's worth about $500, and it would last the average user about 5 days.
It's black, it's shiny, it's sticky.
How do you come up with that kind of money? Lieutenant Chan Bailey says prostitution is one way.
It's not unusual to contact a prostitute who also is involved in the drug trade.
In Spokane, a date costs anywhere from $20 to $100.
Why is it so cheap now?
Now, because there's so many girls out here that desperately need that money for their next hit.
Without that next hit, withdrawal symptoms come quickly and painfully.
How long can you lay sick or not feeling well before you're going to chance it? Or I'm going to go out, make a quick dollar, get what I need, and I'm going home. Nobody's planning on dying.
The Johns see the desperation, and they take advantage of it.
They know they can find a girl that will do it for a lot less. Which one do you want to go?
It's supply and demand. The women supply the business. The Johns demand it.
Oh, you can get anybody. Doctors, businessmen from out of town.
Maybe even a killer.
Somebody they trust, somebody we all know.
Brandy was once reported missing. Now she's safe, but she fears for her friends. She fears a date with a John could be a date with death.
They take our trust, they take our caring, and they just turn around to abuse and kill the girls. And that's wrong. It's wrong. And I hope he cries.
There's a tremendous amount of fear out there. Now, we don't know if one of these Johns is the serial killer, but every one of these men who come out here and solicit these women are risking their lives by forcing them to stay out here in the street. Mark?
Deborah Armstrong, live on East Sprague. Thanks, Marianne.
Dozens of people gathered along the Spokane River in downtown Spokane today to pray for those murdered and missing women. Family members scattered rose petals in the water. They read poems. They shared their grief. Many of the people were strangers who came just to show that they care. Organizers of this memorial service hope to remind all of us that the victims all had friends and families, people who mourn them every day. Serial killings are among the most difficult crimes to solve, but some scientists in the Tri-Cities hope to change that using a sophisticated computer. Right now, workers at the National Crime Lab are trying to solve the Green River killings. They're plugging in all of the evidence into a computer that can find similarities among the crimes. The computer cannot account for a number of critical factors such as emotion and personality, but it can keep track of hundreds of thousands of pieces of evidence, something the human mind might miss.